Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, this is a very cliche intro. I think I'm gonna change that. So I'm just gonna make it to hi guys and welcome back. So today I just felt like I should talk about one topic in particular, and that is 5 things that I think should be included in the university curriculum. Well, it's technically, the video should be titled things university does not teach you, but I don't want to be negative, so I'm just going to be like 5 things that should be included in your university curriculum. So there you have it. Well, moving on. The first thing might sound really cliche, but personal finance. Basic personal financing rules, and it does not even have to be extensive as to take an investment class or understand and learn all about the stock market and where you need to save and what are ETFs and God knows what not. So I'm not even asking about that. It's not even about that. It's just basic personal finance as to if you're a salaried person and you receive a particular amount of salary every month, how are you supposed to distribute that salary so that you don't go bankrupt, so that you're covered for at least 2 months with that amount of salary, 2 to 3 months of your rent is covered, and how much you need for groceries and all of that stuff. So basically there's this one rule, and I think everybody's aware of that: 50, 30 and 20%. So 50% of your salary is for your monthly expense, 30% goes into savings, and 20% is for loans and debts that you might have, and that might be very different for different people. However, I feel like this rule is flawed because obviously it depends on everyone's personal lifestyle. However, you don't need 50% of your salary to survive for the month. You could require less. You might not have any debts. So this rule is very particular, and this rule is very subjective basically. So it depends on everybody else. And technically also, like, a few things that I would like to say is don't shop on credit card. I know. I know. Hi, Dad. I'm sorry. But yeah, okay. Don't shop on credit card. Don't go into overdraft unless and until it is absolutely necessary, because trust me, it's gonna get addicting. And you will not know when to come out of that, and it's a vicious cycle and it'll keep repeating itself. So just don't do that. These are like basic finance tips, and seriously, just take like a simple course. And I mean, it does not have to be that elaborate at all. It could be very simple. It does not even have to be that. The second thing on my list is how to actually get a job. Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, nobody talks to you about, obviously they'll help you with a lot of things, if there are any placements, if there are any seminars, if there are tours, or if there are they might help you with a lot of internships, and they might remind you and they might tell you that there's something going on in that company, maybe you should go see that, and maybe you should apply to that job, and they might help you with CV. Definitely they will help you with your CV, and they might articulate it. However, that is not efficient. At least this is my personal experience. I am not putting anyone else in charge of this. This is completely my personal experience. Okay, I'm not gonna be negative. I'm gonna say that it's 30%, 30 to 40% effective, but the rest of the work, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta build your network. You gotta actually understand what niche you want to get into. People can talk about a lot of things, but they don't really know what it is actually. If you want to get into NPD, if you want to get into quality, for example, for me, people don't really know what actually it is, and people just have this very unconventional idea as to, oh, it's gonna be fun. I don't know what that idea is, but just get to know what I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is just get to know what field you want to go into and what interests you. And if you're a beginner, just start out. Just get a foot into the door and explore your options after that. That's all I'm going to say for now. And also, if you don't know what to do, it could happen. Come on, it's life. You don't know what to do, and you don't know which field to choose, and you're in a complete haze. start shooting blanks. Start shooting blanks. I'm telling you, you land somewhere. Do something. Do an unpaid internship. One thing will lead to the other thing, and you'll understand what you actually want to do and where your interest actually lies. So that is that. And that's something that I feel like universities should explore in depth a little bit. The third thing on my list is how to live an unconventional life. It sounds ironic because when you speak of schools and universities, the first thing that comes into mind is how conventional it is. That's the most conventional means to living. And that's how everybody has been doing it up until now. People have kids, those kids go to school, and their life moves on from there. And school transcends to university, and they might do a master's after that. However, school is not built for entrepreneurs. There are like a lot of elements missing when it comes to entrepreneurial skills and the kind of skill sets that you need to have when you want to have your own business later on in life. School, universities, they're not built on that level. Definitely they'll give you the information for your groundwork, for sure, that you're studying your subject, and if that's something that you want to pursue a business in, then definitely that's going to be helpful. However, building skills is something that's missing. Polishing your talent is something that's missing. Harnessing your power. Now, this is sounding very ritualistic and spiritual. It's not. It's very simple. Basically, everybody has strengths and weaknesses. How to find your strengths and how to acknowledge them and how to polish them and, liberate yourself in that way as to, this is something that I can really do. It's going to give you a very different kind of confidence when you know that, this is something that I can actually do. And if, you put me on the spot, I'll be able to do it. Rather than a lot of other things. This is going somewhere else, but the point of this was how to live a life outside of a 9-to-5 job is not taught at university. And you need to go out and you need to explore and you need to have an unconventional life of your own. And especially when it comes to creative fields, it's missing. University is not built for creativity, first of all. If you have creative talents, just shoot your shot and keep exploring in that field, keep digging. There are YouTube videos, there are blog pages which will actually help you enhance your skill when it comes to creativity and tell you the analytical part and the technical part when it comes to all of that. And if you want to build a life around that, it might help you there as well. So, well, the fourth most important thing is how to build healthy habits. And I don't think any university kind of teaches you that. Nobody teaches you, nobody in university. I mean, the amount of time we spend at university, it should be like a particular subject as to, how to build healthy habits. Like how we have biology and how we have philanthropy and we have all of these different kinds of subjects. We need to have healthy habit subject because it's necessary for life. Because when you transcend, when you leave university, when you leave that kind of safe protective bubble and you go into adult life, which is like smack damn in your face, you lose your shit and you go down this rabbit hole. Don't get me wrong, not everybody does it, but a few people do, and you're human, you might fall into that kind of ditch where you can't come out from. So you need to have healthy habits which will help you sustain in life. Don't get me wrong, everybody falls off the wagon. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to be able to maintain it 100% through. Everybody lets their guard down sometimes and they fall off the wagon. At least when you have a plan, at least you know how to go about things. You will know as to, okay, fine, I'm at this low position in life. At least I know what I can do and build myself up. And at least, having small things like maintaining self-discipline, maybe journaling, waking up at the same time and sleeping at the same time, small things, eating meals, how many meals you want to eat, at the same time throughout the day, because that's going to just put your body into a clock. Your body's a machine. Treat it like it's a machine, and you have to keep oiling it, keep feeding it, keep nourishing it, taking care of it. If you want your body to produce results and put in the kind of effort and work for you, you need to take care of it too. You need to do all of these simple things just to get yourself moving and put yourself in motion, and just get out of your head. Sometimes people are just stuck in their own head, and that's the worst place to be in. It's not the other person, it's not your colleague, it's not your other friend, it's your own head. So get out of your own head. Life is beautiful, darling. Just get a little disciplined with things, everything will fall into perspective, and this is something you will have to build on your own, unfortunately. Well, the last but not the least thing on my list is how to build a network. Now, this point is actually coming from a very personal place and a very personal situation. I found it very cringy to build a network, and so did a lot of people that I know, because you're developing this mutual benefit kind of situation with a complete stranger, and you don't have to be friends with them, but you just need to be at that position where you can mutually benefit from each other. So when they need help, you're there. When you need help, they're there. So it's weird, it's cringy, but you have to do that once you actually want to get something done in life. You need to build a network. You need to have a solid network that you can reach out to in the time of help and in the time of need. So just kind of finding your niche as to now. Networking is very tricky because it can go out of hand suddenly and abruptly. You need to know your niche when you're networking. You need to know your kind of target audience. You need to know who you need to approach, and for that you need to have your research on point. You need to know what you want first of all, and who would be the right person for this job. And if you're confused about that, get on the internet. Everything is visible, everything is up online. Just know what to search for, and if you're not aware, search for anything will lead to something. But don't go building and trying to build a network with no research done. I'm telling you, that's a tricky place to be in. It wasn't a fun experience when that happened to one of my friends. You will land into a completely different field than what you're actually approaching towards. Don't do that. And other than that, it'll be great. Trust me, people are not as bad as they seem. It's not all jolly and rainbows and flowers, but it's okay. At least, you're doing something you love and you're pursuing your dream, and you have people to support you when you have your own network. And that's possible on LinkedIn, that's possible on... There are different communities that there's Slack, and you can build networks there. You can actually reach out to people via emails. You can find their emails on their company websites, or if you have like a particular company you want to apply to, and you can go and research a bit about that. I mean, most of the information is definitely available on LinkedIn. Then there's Glassdoor, where you can go and search all of these kind of all of this information, where you would want to reach the recruiter, or if you would want to reach somebody for any kind of help. Like, it does not even have to be that you're looking for a job. It could literally be as to you're trying to understand as to how the industry works, and you want to have friends in the industry, and you want to have your own structure and have your own identity in the industry and know your place in the industry. So that's how you build a network, and that's how you stay in touch with everything that's going on. Stay aware, stay on track, and kind of, well, that's about it. Yeah. This video, I hope it wasn't really long, and I hope this video was very helpful. I'm pretty sure it was very helpful because a few of my friends have been asking me such questions, and there have been a lot of random people actually who've reached me out, that's kind of stupid English, reached out to me on different platforms where they're either coming to Leeds or they're in Leeds and they're looking for a job right now. So I hope this was helpful, and obviously if you're my friends and if I actually read your messages, I'm sorry, I don't really read a lot of messages because my inbox is full. I'm not trying to boast or anything, but it's kind of like it's full and it's kind of hard to like reply to every message. I don't really do messaging. However, I'll improve on that, and I will definitely try and respond to more, and I will try to help as much as I can in whatever level and whatever's in my capacity. And I hope this was helpful. And given that, I'm gonna see you next week. Till then,